In this video, we will be going over the copy tools. Our copy tools can be used on both 2D and 3D entities. You can download the file used in this video by following the URL in this video's description. You can bring up the design director by hitting F3 on the keyboard. There you will find the different views I have named after the different copy tools we will be going over. Now let's get the copy toolbar out by right-clicking a blank spot in the workspace and checking Copy. Notice how all the copy tools are grayed out. That's because you first need to select an entity before creating a copy. Let's start with Vector Copy. Vector Copy creates a single copy defining placement by length and angle. Let's take this one step by step. First, select the entity you would like to make a copy of. Next, define the start point of the vector. Then the end point of the vector. There are a couple other ways to create single copies. One way is to hold down the Control key while moving the selected entity. Another is the Make Copy button in the inspector bar. Make Copy will create a copy of an entity after any operation. Let's try it. With Make Copy turned on, select the apple. Now tab into the Delta X field and type in -3. Next, tab into the Rotation field, input 45 and hit Enter. There we go! We are now 2 apples shy of a 6-pack. Let's be sure to turn the Make Copy button off before moving on. Another way to make copies is the Offset tool. Offset follows the contour of a selected polyline and creates a copy on either side of it. Line lengths and arc radii are adjusted accordingly. The offset distance and number of sets can be adjusted in the inspector bar. Click to place the offset on either side of the polyline. Linear Copy creates multiple copies of entities in a single row. There are 2 linear copy tools, Linear and Linear Fit. Let's start with Linear. First, select an entity you would like to make copies of. Then click Linear Copy. Notice how the X step and Y step change in the inspector bar as I move my cursor. We can snap to the star along the line to fix X and Y step. To the right of X and Y step is the number of sets. Let's input 3 and hit Enter. Notice the distance between the copies was defined by the step. Let's undo this operation, select the apple again, and choose Linear Fit. Linear Fit fits all the copies within the defined vector. So if we wanted to create 8 apples along the dashed line, we would snap to the end of the line, tab into the Sets field, input 8, and hit Enter. Similar to Linear, Array has both Step and Fit tools, but Array creates copies in both the X and Y direction in a grid-like pattern. I will create 6 rows and 6 columns using both methods, snapping to the different stars as my guide. Radial Copy creates copies in a circular pattern. Let's go over the standard radial copy step by step. First, select the circle. Next, define the center of the arc. Now tab into the Sets field and type in 6. Notice how the angle automatically changes to 60. After we hit Enter, you will notice that the circle copies are placed evenly around the circle. Radial Fit fits the copies to a defined angle. So if I wanted to fit 8 circles halfway around clockwise, I would enter 8 sets at -180 degrees. In TurboCAD Platinum, there is an option to create a pattern copy so that different parameters of the copy operation can be changed later on. I will show this off using the Radial Copy tool. First, I will go to the drawing setup and make sure that Creating Editing History for ACES is on. Now choose Radial Copy, then select the Make Pattern option from the local menu or inspector bar. Enter 8 into the Copies field and hit Enter. Now I can select the pattern and make changes in the Selection Info palette. You can even create features with these patterns using the other 3D modeling tools. The Mirror Copy tool creates a mirror of the selection using a line as reference. The additional options Mirror Along Face and Create Single Object allow the modeling of symmetrical objects by modeling one side, creating the other through a mirror copy. You can also copy and paste entities between drawings. First, I select the rendered entities on screen, then Ctrl-C to copy. Then, in another drawing, I Ctrl-V to paste. Uh-oh! Looks like I copied a bitmapped image. That's because the view was rendered. While this would be useful if I wanted to export to an image editing software, to copy and paste the actual entities, I will need to be in wireframe. There we go, much better. And that's about it for this video. For more great videos, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, download TurboCAD from TurboCAD.com today.